Moral absolutism. What is this perspective about? It says that there are some standards against which moral questions can be judged actually to determine that whether this particular conduct is right or it is wrong. For example, if telling lie is immoral, then concept of ethical lie is insignificant on moral parameters. I'll give an example over here. There is one very old lady. She is 100 plus, and this old lady, she's already very weak, and she has lost his only son, and the son was around 75 or 80 years of age. The son was also old, okay? Now, the lady is already old, she is very weak. As a person, you are the member of the family. Now, you have two things, whether to tell that old lady that yes, your son has expired, he is no more in this world, or rather than telling her the truth, you just tell her that he has gone somewhere, so that the last few days or months she has in this world, she doesn't bear that pain. Okay, so over here, should the person tell lie or should the person be telling wrong? That is what it is. So telling lie is immoral. Then concept of ethical lie that we talk about. What is ethical lie? Like now you will be better be able to understand ethical lie is insignificant on moral parameters. So moral absolutism. There are absolute standards against which moral questions can be judged to determine whether my particular conduct in this particular circumstance was right or was it wrong. Then we have a divine command theory. What is this divine command theory? So as the name suggests, divine, it's related to God. It says every action is right if it's the command of the God. And as per this theory, the rightness of any action depends upon that action being performed because it is duty. Not because of any good consequences arising from that action, but rather it is considered as a duty. Other thing we have is contractarianism. What is this contractarianism? According to this perspective, moral laws are the ones which is agreeable to every single person living in the society, but they have to be unbiased while examining its moral significance. For example, if I talk about John Rawls' Veils of Ignorance and Thomas Hobbes' social contract, that is what contractarianism. Moral laws, you are creating moral laws. There might be n number of moral laws, but everybody should agree to this, all the people in the society. In a democracy, when we are living, we pass on a law. 95% might be supporting it, 5% will say no. Even if the 5% is saying no, then there is a question on that particular law. That not everybody is accepting that particular thing in the society. So they have to be unbiased while examining its moral significance also. Then is your natural rights theory. It says a very simple thing, that it believes in the existence of absolute natural rights, and these natural rights are conferred to human beings by virtue of being human. Because since you are human, you have these natural rights present with you. For example, John Locke, when he talked about life, liberty and property rights, he say that these rights are being inalienable. Thomas Aquinas' natural right theory. So absolute rights that are conferred to human beings by virtue of being human. Then you have teleological ethics. What is this perspective about? Any action that I perform, whether it is moral or whether it's immoral, how do I decide it? On the basis of the outcome, whatever my action, or we can say the result, right? So result or outcome of that action. It means that morally right action would produce good outcome. Whereas morally wrong action is going to produce bad outcome. That is what happens is something, if I am doing something wrong, might be I'm stealing something from somebody, the outcome will be bad only. In this perspective, this result or outcome is considered your end, right? So end becomes more important than the means. When I say means, there is an action, there is an end, and here there is a process. So this process is considered your means, and this end is considered your result, or it is considered your outcome. So since I'm saying my end is more important, that means I am supporting where the point of view that ends justify the means. Simple as that.